Hey everyone, ready for today's deep dive? We're taking a close look at Rekor Systems.
Rekor Systems.
They're trying to change how we think about our roads, with AI. Like, imagine,
Yeah.
no more traffic jams, or even solving crimes using roadway intelligence. That's their goal. And we're going to figure out if they're like a hidden gem for investors. We've got a ton of info, articles, financial reports, even stuff straight from Rekor.
Wow. Sounds thorough.
It is. Buckle up. This is going to be interesting.
Looking forward to it. Rekor's taking the tech behind self-driving cars and applying it to the roads themselves. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, like giving the roads their own brain.
Exactly.
Okay, so how are they actually making these smart roads happen?
Well, their main platform is called Rekor One, and it's a powerful, powerful AI engine. Imagine it analyzing trillions of data points from all those traffic cameras we have.
All those cameras.
But it goes way beyond just recognizing license plates.
Okay, so beyond license plates.
It can figure out the make and model of a car. It can even spot things like dents, and it analyzes driving behavior, like how fast someone's going, if they're changing lanes a lot. It's all about preventing accidents.
That's incredible. I mean, picture Rekor One looking at traffic in real time.
In real time.
Predicting those awful bottlenecks before they even start. Think of the time we'd save.
Absolutely. Commuting could be so much smoother.
But hold on. With all this data, what about privacy?
That's a good point. Rekor has a code of conduct, all about responsible AI. They take data privacy seriously.
Oh, good to know. Okay, let's talk business. How's Rekor actually making money from this?
Right, so they sell software, hardware, that kind of thing. But a big chunk comes from subscriptions to their platforms. It's recurring revenue, good for stability.
Right, building a loyal customer base who rely on their services.
Exactly. And to boost their credibility, they've scored some serious government contracts.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Working with Texas and New Mexico's Departments of Transportation brings in a steady income, and it means those states trust their tech. That's big.
Yeah, huge endorsement. Okay, we've got what they do, how they make money,
Right.
but who's running the show? Let's look at their management team. Now, they went public in 2017, relatively young company, stock market-wise. How does that affect things?
It's all about growth for them. Ambitious, they want to expand quickly, always looking for new partners, developing cutting-edge tech. They're even buying other companies to strengthen their position. Risk takers, for sure.
Like a classic startup. Big dreams, fast growth.
Exactly.
But they're experienced enough, their insider ownership is pretty low.
True, it's only about 3.79%. Could mean a lack of confidence, or maybe they're putting profits back into growth. Something to watch.
Interesting. Okay, let's dig into their financials now. This is where it gets juicy.
Oh, yeah, this is the exciting part.
So what are we looking at?
It's kind of a mixed bag, honestly.
Right.
Revenue growth, phenomenal, like 75% year over year. But they're not making a profit yet.
Okay, so growing fast, but spending a lot. That's risky, right?
Yeah, they're investing heavily in R&D, expanding. It's normal for young companies, but they need to reach profitability before the money runs out.
So it's a gamble. But doesn't that also make them a potential bargain? Their price-to-sales ratio is way lower than competitors.
You got it. 60% discount compared to similar companies. Could be undervalued. Plus, get this, analysts are actually pretty optimistic.
Really?
Average price target is around $4.50 per share. We're talking a potential 150% gain.
150%. Now that's something to think about. But hold on, before we get carried away, we need to see what the market thinks.
Market sentiment, always key.
Exactly. Are investors as excited as those analysts? We'll dive into that right after, we'll dive into that in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
All right, so we've got this interesting financial situation. What's the market feeling about Rekor?
Right, because 150% gain is tempting, but we got to look beyond just the numbers, right?
Absolutely. It's mixed, honestly. Some investors are pumped about their tech, the whole smart city thing. They see those revenue numbers and think, boom, next big thing.
Makes sense.
But others, understandably, they're nervous about those losses. Can they actually make money, or is this a train wreck waiting to happen kind of vibe?
Yeah, the optimists versus the pessimists.
Yeah.
But anything concrete we can look at beyond just like gut feeling.
Definitely. Short interest is a big one. And for Rekor, it's high, 22.60%.
Okay, what does that even mean? High short interest.
Imagine investors who think Rekor's going to tank. They can actually bet against the company. Borrow shares, sell them high, hope to buy them back low later, profit from the difference. So high short interest means a lot of people are betting it'll go down.
Whoa, so like over 20% are saying Rekor is doomed. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But then we have those optimistic analyst targets
Hmm.
and some good technical indicators, mixed signals, right?
Yeah, definitely some uncertainty there. Makes it even more important to, really check those fundamentals.
Yeah.
And there's also this new partnership they have with SoundHound AI.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
They're big in voice AI, so it's adding to the buzz. Shows Rekor's potential to branch out, beyond just traffic.
It's a lot to process, like rush hour, everyone going different directions. Investing is kind of psychological too, huh?
Totally. It's not just the company, it's how everyone feels about it.
All right, let's shift gears. Who's actually in control? Who's driving Rekor? Chapter 5, Ownership Structure.
Right. First thing that jumps out is the institutional ownership.
Wow.
Huge. BlackRock, those guys, they own a ton, like 55.37%.
More than half the company. Wow. So those big institutions are bullish on Rekor.
They tend to think long term. They're not in it for a quick buck. So yeah, that's a good sign.
That's reassuring. But what about the people inside the company? The insiders? What's their stake?
That's a bit trickier. It's low, only 3.79%. Could be a few reasons. Maybe they're young, reinvesting everything instead of buying shares. Or could be lack of confidence. Hard to say.
So another piece of the puzzle, due diligence is key, as they say. Let's put on our analyst hats now. Chapter 6, Risk Assessment. Classic SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. The whole shebang. Where does Rekor shine? What are their strengths?
Their AI tech is their superpower, no question. Rekor One is way more than just a license plate reader. It analyzes deeply, gives you insights you wouldn't get otherwise. That's a huge edge in this market.
And they've already proven it works, right, with those government contracts.
Exactly. Steady income plus proof that their tech is legit. And those recurring subscriptions, good for stability. Plus, they're built on the cloud using Amazon Web Services. Super scalable as they grow.
Solid foundation.
Yeah.
But every road has bumps. What could slow them down?
Those losses, got to address that elephant in the room. Investing is great, but profitability needs to happen. That's a big question mark.
And relying so much on governments, that's a risk too, right?
Absolutely. Budgets change, priorities shift, lose a big contract, that's a problem. And they're very U.S. focused right now, limits their potential.
Like a car with a great engine, but not much fuel. Got to expand, find new sources of income. Okay, looking ahead, what opportunities are out there?
Smart cities are exploding globally. Rekor's right there to grab that. Cities need better traffic flow, safety, even crime fighting. Rekor can be a part of that.
And going global, like we said.
Yeah.
Asia, Europe, everyone's building cities. And those cities need solutions. Huge potential there.
Right. And imagine them partnering with, like, the big car companies or logistics giants, integrating with autonomous vehicles, massive delivery networks. Could be huge.
Okay, now that's exciting.
Yeah.
But gotta stay grounded. What threats are looming?
Competition is brutal in this industry. You've got the big guys, Motorola, Siemens, they've got money and experience, plus a ton of startups trying to disrupt everything. Rekor needs to stay ahead of the curve.
And data privacy, that's a minefield. One wrong step with all that data, and it's fines and bad press everywhere.
Yeah, public trust is everything. Transparency is key.
And technology changes so fast, especially AI. Today's hot stuff is tomorrow's old news. They got to keep investing, keep up with the pace.
Falling behind is not an option in this game. And, there's always the economy, recessions happen, governments cut back, infrastructure projects get delayed. Could hit Rekor hard, especially since they rely on those contracts.
It's like driving on a mountain road. Amazing views, but lots of twists and turns. Rekor needs to be a skilled driver. Okay, Chapter 7, conclusion time. Where do we stand with Rekor Systems?
They're at a crossroads, really. Amazing tech, growing market, ambitious plans. But also those losses, the government reliance, the competition, high risk, high reward, classic situation.
And remember, this deep dive is just the beginning. We only scratched the surface. If you want to go deeper, all our sources are linked in the description.
And don't forget the comments. We've got bonus stock suggestions down there.
Our whole community of investors sharing their thoughts. So what do you think? After all this, is Rekor a buy for you? Let us know in the comments.
We love hearing your perspectives.
Always do your own research though, right?
Yeah.
Investing is personal.
Find what fits your goals and your risk tolerance.
Couldn't agree more. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button for more. We've got more exciting episodes coming up.
We're always on the hunt for the next big thing, and we love sharing it with you.
Until next time, keep those brains buzzing and happy investing.